get there. They move around in the crib, they, do their thing. And so we got drinking water, physical fitness, and sleep. And if I had to rearrange that, I would probably put sleep first. Rest. One of the big horrors, particularly in the black community, it happens all over, it's like a rest. The body, the brain, 90 minutes after the sun go down, the radiation belt in the atmosphere do a flip-flop. And it recharges the brains. And all the sleep you get after midnight don't count. That's what the story of Cinderella's about. And so for those of you out there that's listening to me, try it. And usually, you say 7 days. Let me tell you how you drink your water. When you start drinking water, when you're not used to drinking water, you're going to go to the bathroom a lot if you have a job. And God didn't leave you away for jobs. You know, Jesus Christ is God's son. Jesus didn't work. You know, if you look at all the rich, super rich people, Prince Charles, they never had a job. And Queen Elizabeth, I don't think she even knew how to spell it. You know, and I believe every day, if you went to Buckingham College and took every dictionary there, I do not believe they put the word job in there or work. And so when you look and say, well, I can't do this because I have to work, that the universe will not bend over for you. You get up in the morning, the minute you get up, you drink a glass of water. Man. If you're not driving over long periods of time where you're going to need to go to the toilet, drink 2 glasses of water.
But he talking about rest.
Between
I rested all day today.
That time at 11 o'clock, drink 2 more. Then you got the rest of the day to drink the other 4. Now, here's a simple law. With a 6-month baby, drink 8 glasses of water? No. Mothers give babies water by ounces. X amount of ounces. Well, the real game is we just say 8-ounce glasses of water. Whatever you weigh in pounds, you're supposed to drink half that in ounces. If you weigh 200 pounds, you're supposed to drink 100 ounces of water. If you weigh 1,000 pounds, you're supposed to drink 500 ounces of water. So let me tell you how water works. If I held up, if this
fire wire,
and I held it here, and I gave you a sharp hatchet, and you hit this cloth, you would tear it. If I put this cloth in a bathtub of water and you hit it, you couldn't tear it. It floats with what? The body's the same way. If you fall, if you're injured, if you're in an automobile accident, this is why babies can fall out the window. We read about all the time. And don't die. Because the water balance is there. Okay. And rest. Rest. Even when you're not sleeping, rest. 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 And when I'm talking about rest, I'm not talking on the phone talking. I'm talking about taking some time out every day where you just close the system down. A minute?
Not much, bro. Working on these commissions.
Just close it down.
I got that one down there completed a couple days ago. It's just drying and everything. Probably I'll let it dry for like another 3 or 4 days before I varnish it and try to get it shipped off. And I'm currently working on this commission right here. I put the second layer of paint on their faces the day before yesterday. And so I think her face, I started on this side and went that way. So I think her face may be dry enough for a second layer. Maybe his is a little tacky in some spots. So I'm gonna just then apply the paint from this side and going that way.
2.5 times your body's weight up your leg.
It's hot as shit in here, man.
And send shockwaves to the brain, which damage you. And so walking. Now, walking in the evening don't count. In the morning, when you lay down in bed and go to sleep, the grease in your is up to the top. If you go out and walk vigorously, don't start off that way. But you have to walk to the point that you're just tired and sweating and you push all that out. Now, what you will notice even joggers run, the day they take off, they get very irritable around 10 o'clock. That's when that grease starts moving back into the bloodstream. And so the 3 things is rest. And you see, one of the great tricks, it's funny, everybody working 2 jobs except the people that can.
Oh boy.
They don't work 2 jobs. 3 jobs, 4 jobs. A job and something on the side. It's not about that. Show me somebody that has 2 jobs. I'll show you somebody that has no money at all. I mean, that's a game they play. in some kind of way, we have to redo our priorities. And
show me a person with 2 jobs, I'll show you somebody who ain't got no money at home. Damn, I ain't never heard that one.
It's about my love, it's about my kindness, it's about my gentleness. In those 3 things, you see a difference in 7 days. Now, how do you get into the physical fitness? Well, I couldn't do it. I got bad legs, didn't walk bad. I told you there was $20 million worth of gold over there. And every morning, if you walk 2 miles, you could get it. Bad leg folks, everybody out there walking. So what you have to do is start slow. Start 5 minutes. And then after a week or 3 days, the problem you have, someone here that say, he's right, I got to do it. Then they go out and hog it, something breaks and dump. You know, when you get through, then do your physical fitness. Do your physical fitness. I say to people who haven't trained, you out there that's 80 years old, 60, 40, been out of high school 20 years, haven't been physical, stand in the mirror when you do your physical fitness naked. Why did I say naked? See, if you had clothes on, you're doing physical fitness, you hear something go zoop, you say, oh, I tore my shirt. If you're naked and hear something go zoop, you know that's you. And the minute you feel something, that's God saying stop. Stop. It'll heal. The minute you feel it, stop. Don't push it. And once that heals, go back. And that's all I can say. Water, physical fitness, and rest. And if you said 4, you diet. Very important. And when we talk about water, Kool-Aid don't count, lemonade don't count, orange juice don't count, fresh grapefruit juice don't count. Why? Because you have to go through the digestive system. Water goes directly into the system and starts purifying the system, and also it cools the body. It's your cooling system. One of the problems we have, you know, can you imagine every year, every cell in your body, your brain has a convention, check you out. Say, well, what's old Brother Greg doing this year? Say, well, you know, he's 15 years old and he's drinking too much Kool-Aid and he's not drinking enough water. Say, okay, let's give him a warning. Let's put thirst. Where are we going to put it? Well, he got to be kind of stupid, so let's put it right in his throat. And we ignore it, and we ignore it. And then when you get about 60 years old, some people, 49, 50, they come every year and have this meeting. They say, well, what do you think? I say, well, let's take his right to get thirsty away. There's no need wasting the time. That's what Alzheimer's disease. And if you don't believe it, find people with Alzheimer's disease and ask them, when's the last time you've been thirsty? They can't tell you. You lose that right. If I'm limping and limping and limping, I ran from Los Angeles, California to New York City. I had 50 miles every day for 71 days. And I thought I had trained for it, except what I didn't know is you don't run on the highway, you run on the side of the highway. So there's gravel over there. So now I have to be very careful running on gravel, and I developed a whole new set of muscles up here I'd never used before. Thank you, thank you. Let me first say we thank and praise God. And we have all made it here safely today. I pray to God that your return and my return will be equally as safe. Let me first say I'll be mentioning God, but I'm not talking about them isms and osms y'all talking about. And one day you will find out what the real thing is about. It's not about the church. When the Catholic Church elevated the first Polish cardinal to Pope, 1.5 million white folks left the church. I don't know nobody ever left a whole house because somebody came in they didn't like. And you youngsters, if you just remember one thing, stop letting us old folks tell you about how nothing you are, because we the ones that left you this mess. We put a school together with a bunch of evil old men. When you stop and think about a
white woman didn't get the right to vote in America till 1921. And she came over on the boat with that boy. I said, boy, if you treat your mother like that, my mama better stay in the house. A white woman in America with a PhD make 87 cents on the dollar compared to a white man. And that don't bother y'all? We give more money to foreign countries that we don't like just because they got minerals in the ground than we give taking care of our own. And they can do that when they keep you messed up with hatred and meanness and racism and prejudice and all of that. And let me first say to you white folk, I will be saying some things today about white folk, but I can guarantee you, oh wait, will y'all listen to me? I'll guarantee you I will not be talking about you. See, I advocate it ain't about 800 white folks on the whole planet and the rest of y'all is imposters. See, white is not a color, it's an attitude. And if you don't have trillions of dollars in the bank, you can't have the attitude. Queen Elizabeth made $360 million every 24 hours just interest on her money. Now them bees white folks. And if ever I took over the country, the first thing I would do is make all you black folks apologize to white folks, because you mad at the wrong white folks. The white folks you mad at couldn't help you if they liked you. I had a white dude ask me, well, how do you know if you real white folks? I said, well, you get up and call the Wall Street, and while you talking, if you can't determine the stock gonna go up or come down, you're not white. Somewhere. And let me first say thank you for those of you all that worked to put this together. My job's easy. All I have to do is present a body. So for those of you all that put all the work together to make this happen, we say thank you. Secondly, let me say to those of you that do the physical part, who we never even see. The mic didn't just walk up here, and the chairs didn't just. Some human beings did this. And unbeknown to most of us, when we leave here today, someone will come here and straighten this place up. So for those of you that handles that, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. And somewhere, if we learn to say thanks to a whole lot of people that we don't see. You get 20 inches of snow tomorrow, and those folks you see clean it up, they invisible until tomorrow. Invisible. Like I said, my job's easier. Somebody picked me up at the airport, somebody showed up, gonna take me back. Somewhere it's about the humanity. The humanities. We locked up into Appalachian entertainers. When that universal God, not the church, picked you, it leaves no footprints. It don't give a damn about the New York Times or the Washington Post or Time Magazine or NBC or CBS. The real one. There's people in this room now that have done more for the humanities on this planet than 99% of all your athletes and entertainers put together. It wasn't entertainers and athletes or the church that made it possible for you women to sit here in this school next to men. In this America. And we're always arguing about something. And let me just stop and apologize to white folks. I was stupid enough to believe that all black folks looked alike to white folks. I ain't gonna lie, I believed it. Until Obama become president, And I haven't had one white person walk up to me and say, excuse me, Mr. President.
That's messed up, bro. Damn.
So I know we don't all look alike.
Yeah, what up?
And secondly, let me say to black educators, I apologize because I've had 50 honorary doctorate degrees from black colleges. And in fact, I'm 80 years old, I still had that Negro stuff up here. So I said, it won't be right until I can just get me one honorary degree from a white college. I wrote white colleges, white, never heard from none. Until last month. Penn State called me. Okay, we'd like to give you an honorary doctorate degree. I said, no thanks.
Why not? Penn State.
Somewhere. I have been married 55 years.
Oh,
wait, I didn't say I was happy. What the hell's wrong with
He just wanted to turn it down. Damn, that's crazy. I don't think y'all want it.
Yes, we have left a mess because in this country, white folks and black folks lie to you because they don't want to lose a job, but they believe in God.
Damn.
We give you stuff that we know is corrupt. We create schools to teach you how to make a living, and the universal God said you better learn how to live. And if you didn't have a good example, you got one now. Steve Jobs died. He had $300 billion in his personal private checking account and couldn't make 58 years old. I got an old trifling thug cousin in St. Louis.
Damn.
Drank cheap wine, stay drunk all the time. He can't read, he can't write. Ain't never had a job, but he 101. Steve should have followed him.
Oh shit.
Steve dead. 300 billion in his personal. I called my cousin this morning just to make sure he was still kicking.
Damn. What's up, cuz? Shit, chillin', about to go get a drink.
So we left you young folks a big mess. That you either change it or have fun and have fun.
That's some deep ass shit though. $300-something billion. And you couldn't even make 58 years old, yo? And Dick Gregory, he said they talking, he 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? The money ain't life, yo. Money is not life. At all.
Quick, because recess is just about over. And the lies go so deep. If my mother was alive today and walked into this room, you think God just spit her out. That's how precious and beautiful and spiritual she looks. But if you try to convince my mother that Jesus Christ wasn't a Christian, she'd stomp you to death. Because her ignorance didn't permit her to know that Christianity never started until 100 years after Jesus was dead. She didn't know that. She didn't know they killed his brother James the same way they killed him. Somewhere. King James, she didn't know King James was king of England. She didn't know King James was such a weird, strange homosexual. He hated women so bad he killed his mama. And his lover was Lord Buckingham, who Buckingham Palace is named after. But King James didn't lie. He didn't say this is God's version, Jesus' version, Christianity's version, Buddha's version. He said this is my version. And so if your brother wrote a book on his version on how to play basketball, I got a God intelligence to tell me, check him out first, then I'll understand his version. See, if your brother got no legs, his version gonna be different. Somewhere, And I don't know when you women gonna understand who you are. Understand the power you are. It wouldn't be none of us on this planet if it wasn't for women, and yet they got you believing you came second. Huh? That old filthy story of Adam and Eve, are y'all crazy? Adam was here by himself. Y'all know the story. Adam. And then he said one day to God, God, I am lonely. And when God didn't say, nigga, how can you be lonely when ain't nobody here but you? Said he was here, nobody else. How he no lonely?
Because all the animals got parts.
But if you follow the story, here come Eve. They had 2 sons. Y'all know the story? Cain and Abel. One son killed the other one. So let's do this right. There's Adam and Eve. Put 2 fingers up. Then Cain and Abel. That's 4. Then one boy killed the other one. Take one down. That's 3. Then he went out and got him a wife. Now you see where the word MF come from, huh? Well, don't look so strange. You count it. It's 3 people. Him, Dad, and Mom. Somewhere.
Yeah, that's why I read Genesis.
You Christians, y'all trip. I know because I'm one.
Yeah, that's why I read Genesis like over and over and over and over and over again. I read Genesis like 6 times. Where did everybody come from? Where did all the other people come from? And then like some explanations that I've heard from like religious teachers, preachers and stuff was that, oh well, you know, Adam and Eve had other children as well. It wasn't just Cain and Abel and Seth. You know, those are the ones that were named. But Adam and Eve lived for a long time, and they did have other children. But so by the time Cain slew Abel and was banished, there was already another nation. Oh, hell. What up, Smith? But there was already another nation in effect. Like, where did that whole other group of people come from? You know, and they were already known. Apparently they were known to Cain because he was fearful of him. No, you can't send me out because when the tale of what I've done has spread, you know, people are going to want to kill me. And they're going to kill me because I killed my brother. Who are these other people you're talking about? How do you know they will kill you? Who's going to tell them the story? If, like Gregory just said, it's 4 people. 1 person died. There's only 3 left. The 2 people send the other one away. You're not going to tell on yourself. Mom and dad isn't going to follow and tell, like, so how are they going to know what happened? Where's this line of news, this line of information that people gather? Where is that coming from? And how did it get back to this whole other nation of people? And so you put a mark on them to you know, distinguish him or signify him that, you know, no one shall raise a hand against this man or whatever. Like, that whole shit makes no fucking sense at all, dude. No sense at all.
You Christians are a trip.
You Christians are a trip, yep. I'm telling you, y'all believe anything.
Thou shalt not kill, except.
And that's something else too. 10 Commandments. You know, God set out rules for everybody to abide by. You know, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, blah, 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 blah. But once again, Cain killed Abel, and they knew it was bad. And he knew that if people found out, they would probably kill him. That was before the Ten Commandments. So what's the point in the Ten Commandments? Like, why did we need that if people already knew that, you know, killing people was wrong? Oh, maybe they got it from the 42 laws of Ma'at.
Or, it didn't say that. But somebody told you. You go kill people you don't know, never met. But it's okay because some rich, powerful human being said, here's what you, and you don't question nothing. Somewhere. I can go all over the world, been all over many times, and I can recognize a prostitute. She look like a hoe, she act like a hoe, she behave like a hoe. No, the question is, if I can recognize a whore without her telling me, how come if you don't tell me you're a Christian, I don't know you one? I go to jails and speak all over the world. Strange thing. How come there are no atheists on death row? What is it about people that don't believe in God don't kill folks? Huh? But you go to war, saying prayers, you can come back. Let me kill them and get it over with. Somewhere. You don't care nothing about poor folks. Even poor folks don't care nothing about poor folks. Oh, they always want something free. I have a business, have a company. I can take 5 hoes today all over the world, and as long as I call them hoes my secretary, it's a tax write-off. Huh? All these big restaurants you go to and you can't afford to go. Manhattan, all over the world. Those are tax write-offs. Huh? First class, you get on a damn plane. I came back from London, France the other day. My first class ticket cost $10,000 more than economy, and most of us wouldn't be up there if we couldn't write that off on our income tax. You love to pick on POFA, but you're not going to mess with people with power because they'll hurt you. Huh? Huh? Fear. Scared of everything. Sitting here in this college going to take a damn test, and you scared. Do you know fear and God don't occupy the same space? A damn book that's dead. Huh? You can create another human being. That's the power you have. That book can't produce one page, and you scared, nervous. I know you. I went to college. I was there. People were scared and said, you're so cool. Cool, well, I mean, what you can do? Can't do nothing but flunk me. And you smart people, I don't understand you. I walked into class my first day in college, took the test, read it. I didn't know anything, so I signed it and left. You know those dumb folk when they take a test, they put the pencil in their mouth like they thinking. Hold their head. You dumb. Just sign the paper and leave. And you smart people, you really a trip. Hell ain't tough. She was the smartest person I ever met in school. I sat there 2 minutes and left, waiting on her just to wave at her. She come out 2.5 hours later. I said, she must really be dumb. I said, how you do? She nervous. I don't know. I got to wait till the grade. They posted grades 3 days later. She made straight A's. You know how dumb you got to be to make straight A's and don't know it?
Damn.
Somewhere. Fear and God do not occupy the same space.
Damn, you know how dumb you got to be to make straight A's and don't know
When I first
straight A's and that?
met my wife and met when they don't leave me lying, I got her pregnant. And my mother had taught us, if you get a girl pregnant, no son of mine get a girl pregnant and won't marry her. So when she told me she's pregnant, I heard my mother saying, no son of mine get a girl pregnant and won't marry her. That didn't sound bad to me. She didn't say you had to stay with her. But Leo, oh God, fear. She couldn't handle debt. When we gonna pay Sears and Roebuck? Baby, we ain't got no money. And when I get some money, Sears and Roebuck not my first priority. Yeah, Sears and Roebuck knew I wasn't gonna pay for that stuff when I got it. She said, how'd they know? I said, on the back of the application, they said, who gonna pay for this? I wrote in, your mama. 2 weeks later, I come home, she had the letter. Here's a letter, Sears and Roebuck. It says Roebuck. I read it. Sears and Roebuck. What you scared of, baby? Well, they say final notice. I said, let me see it. Oh, thank God we won't be hearing from them no more. Y'all get all these calls now about these bills. You ever had a collector and they call you? Huh? Did you get upset? You shouldn't be. You got the stuff. They calling from India.
Damn.
That stuff been outsourced. They couldn't get the money. He said, come on by the house and get it. He said, that's good, because a lot of your parents tell the children, tell them I'm not here. You know, anytime you have a child lie for you, they'll lie to you. I go right to the phone. Yeah, Dick, yeah, this is Dick. What? What bill? How old are you? 22 years old. I've been owing this company this money for 38 years. Before you was born. So what make you think you won't collect it in your lifetime?
Damn.
All you have to do is play your cards right. You can retire on this account. They so busy, they've been trained, you're going to say you're not there. When you say you're there, they got to run back to the manual. What do you say when they say they're home? My old stupid brother, 2 PhDs, company went out of business. He's scared. He called me the other day. They about to repossess my car. What must I do? Don't park in front of the house.
Damn.
See how simple it is? And when they know you're smart, they make like you're just special. I've never seen a woman as smart as you. I've never seen a black as smart as you. And y'all just love that. Y'all be smiling. Anytime somebody got to validate you, it's not real. I was in Budapest at a big conference. They pulled me over to the side like I'm a special Negro. Before the conference call, can you tell us what you have on your mind? And a lot of you black folks perk up, want to impress them. I get into my ghetto bag. I said, well, I be wondering what happened to albinos after high school. I don't know where they go. Every high school got an albino. I've been to thousands of jails. Ain't never seen an albino in jail. I'm on planes every day. Never seen an albino on a plane or flying a plane. I go to the grocery store. Hell, I ain't never seen an albino. Where do they go?
What the hell?
You ain't never heard a woman say that albino raped me. They'd be easy to catch. And then after they realize you're not going to tell them, then they say, well, what's the second thing on your mind? I said, well, I'm 80 years old. I've never seen a baby pigeon. Every pigeon I see, they full grown. Sitting on a damn electric wire. Where did they sit before there was electric? And now they convince y'all that black folks and white folks, they all alike. You know that's a lie. You ever seen that Cialis commercial? That alone let you know me and you ain't the same. And if you have a 4-hour erection, go to the emergency room. They talking to you. Where I come from, a 4-hour erection is a treat. And they advertise it. Comes in your house, they advertise it. My 4-year-old grandson walked to me 3 weeks ago and said, "Granddad, what's an erection?" I said, "Go ask your grandmother." He came back with that smile on. I said, "What did she tell you?" She told me she'll tell me later, but for me to tell you, she hasn't seen one of them things around the house in years. What was it? It was 2 years ago this year, that earthquake hit. Did y'all get it through this area? Huh? Earthquake. Did you go to special school like that? I mean, did a bus come by your house and pick you up before there was busing? Yeah, earthquake, well, I guess it started in 40 miles outside of Richmond, Virginia. It came all the way up Washington, D.C. And
I think I was there.
And that's when white folks found out that why black folks don't do no horror movies.
I was in Virginia.
That thing hit, white folks was calling, trying to get a grant to find out why these lights are shaking. Black folks felt it, and 20 minutes later, they're halfway to Philadelphia. That's when we knew how dumb white folks was, especially white women. Frankenstein. You seen Frankenstein? Frankenstein moved a foot a month. And he catch white ladies. You know how dumb you got to be to let somebody foot a month catch? You stand there hot. Ah! I say, run! If we did a horror movie, it wouldn't last for about 2 minutes. Because we out of there. White dude called me from London. Called my wife. She said, I was in Washington, D.C. He called me. We'd like to interview you. How much damage did it do? I said, well, I was talking to my billionaire white friend a few minutes ago. He told me it was so bad over there. When it was over, his area code had changed. So I was talking to my trifling cousin in Richmond, 40 miles where it happened. And I said, what did it look like? He said it did $3 million worth of improvements. And like I said, I went to grade school, high school, and college. The problem that I had, they knew damn good and well. If I'm born 80 years ago, the problem I was going to have when I got out of school, and they never taught me that. But they supposed to be preparing me for life. Huh? And y'all accept it. Huh? Somewhere. And somewhere you're going to have to change this. Huh? Thank you, Dr. King. What a blessing. You white folk gonna find out what that movement did for you, because before that civil rights movement, the greatest movement in the history of this planet, a white woman couldn't fly a plane at the airport. A white woman couldn't be a mechanic at the airport. A white woman couldn't handle bags at the airport. The only thing that let you do as a white woman at the airport was be a stewardess, and you had to look like something off the center page of Playboy magazine. And then this movement came through and changed all of that. And anytime you get on an airplane today and see an old, short, fat, ugly white steward, we got her that job. Not your daddy, not the Marines. We got it. Nobody said thanks, but, you know. Somewhere, a woman couldn't be a cop. And because of our movement, you not only have women cops, you got women that's run police departments, homicide departments, everything.
What you been playing lately, yo? I think I'm about to get on the game in a minute.
Woman couldn't be a college president. And now you college presidents of the major colleges in America. That came from that movement. That movement. And I don't worry about nobody saying thanks. My mama told me one thing that was true. Don't expect thanks from people who don't have good manners. It's a game. And somewhere, the mess we've left you young folks to clean up. History book. Huh? All the people supposed to be a specialist on Abraham Lincoln, but none of them tell you he was gay. And lived in the White House with his black lover. That's why his old lady went crazy. Huh?
No.
Well, where'd you get that from? I was your maid, remember? I was your butler. Huh?
I'm a man from Staten Island.
I knew every dirty thing you was doing. When you went to the Cotton Festival, huh? My cousin met you in Memphis and drove you around. He knew what you was doing. I stayed back home. I knew what your wife was doing. We know everything you're doing because we have the dirty jobs. And we are invisible. One day you want real history, come see us. Come see us. It's a game. Somewhere, fear, strongest two forces in the history of America, has always been the black woman and the black church. And when you black men understand that, your power will come back. You understand. And most of you black women don't even know it. That's why you tolerate the stuff you tolerate. Huh? Got a white, insane, racist system that tell you the problem in the black community ain't no black man at home. That's an awful thing for us black men to say. We ain't home when we home. Hitler had a mother and father at home. Jack the Ripper had a mother and father at home. You can't get no more family values than that damn mafia. They killed 49 people and run the mass on Monday. Father, you got to forgive me. I just killed 40 people. But you got to do it quick. I got 12 more I got to kill by noon.
Damn, you got to do it quick.
And then when you look at that pedophilia, you're surprised. Oh, I didn't know. You didn't know? You ever been in a big cathedral? You ever been in a cathedral? See them men with them wings on? And them little 2-year-old white boys with no pants on, with angel wings. Not no girls, just them. They tell you in the damn pictures what it's about. Huh? Somewhere. Oh, football. Y'all watch football. We watch football. Football. Y'all got budget problems in these colleges. University of Texas, annual football budget is $100 million a year, and you better not cut it. You better not cut it. You can cut classes, you can overload the class. Don't mess with the football.
Trap House ENT. Trap House ENT. Anybody else want to follow me on PlayStation Network? You know what I'm saying? I get down on them shooter games. Got that Battlefield 4, got the Battlefield 1. which I think I'm about to go play because we just got the new update for the map packs. But you gotta be a premium. You gotta be a premium member because they just came out, so we got 2-week early access to the new maps. So I'm about to go dog them out real quick because I got work tomorrow, so I gotta go ahead and get my game time in now because I gotta act like a responsible adult for the next 4 days, and that's bullshit because we already know that. Nobody want to act like an adult. You know, we all just want to play and have fun. But sometimes the harsh reality kicks in that says you're a fucking grown up and you gotta fix dinner for the kids. So, you know, to cope with being an adult and handling everyday responsibilities, we smoke and we drink until we stop crying. And that, my friend, is the American way. To drink your fucking problems away. Man, this is coming out really good, yo. Yeah, this is coming out nice. Forget about it. What was that zombie game we used to play, yo? Dying Light. That's what that shit. Yeah, you know I never finished that game, yo. Never finished playing Dying Light. Oh man. The dude's face need more detail. Yeah, this is only, I'm adding more layers of paint, so. Yeah, he has a couple moles and everything, so I gotta get all those little details in there, you know. Well, I'm working my way from this for the left to right. Oh man. I don't know what it was about today, yo. I swear, I barely did anything today. I just chilled most of the day. I stayed in bed for like hours today, and I'm still fucking tired for some reason. I still feel tired. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about dinner too, yo. I'm starting to get hungry, yo. You were locked out of the stream? What? Like, I don't know. Somebody else said that one time, like like, yo, I can't see your stream. Like, it was on, because I link it to my Facebook page, so as soon as I go live on PlayStation, it pops up on my Facebook. And people who aren't on PlayStation or who doesn't subscribe to my YouTube channel, if they just, you know, run across it on Facebook, they can click on the link or whatever. And somebody else said that before. It was like, yo, I see your link and it says you're live, but it won't let me watch it. And it's like, what? I don't know why it does that sometimes, yo. I'm trying to think, yo, should I order a veggie pizza or some risotto? I normally get chicken risotto, but I think I'm gonna ask them like just no chicken, just put the broccoli and the mushrooms in there. I'm telling you, yo, trapped in the fucking matrix, yo. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I'm about to go veg out for a minute, man, and just play some video games. Like I said, I got work in the morning, man. I get depressed on my last day off because I don't want to go work tomorrow. Man, my homie wanted to go to the gym at 7. I'm gonna have to text him and tell him I'm not really feeling the gym. But he had to work today, so he couldn't really go until he got off work and it was my day off. I was at the gym at 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning, man. I couldn't go back. There's been a couple days I actually went to the gym twice in one day. I did it the other day. I went early in the morning. Like, I was at the gym like 4 o'clock in the morning, then I went back like noontime or something like that. But today, I'm just not feeling it. Yeah, that's some Sony issues, yo. I swear, yo. The risotto, yo, you know what it is, yo. Yo, that risotto be banging, yo. We got this authentic Italian restaurant right down the street too. Oh my God, yo, their risotto is the shit, and the chicken is just so tender and juicy. You order the chicken risotto, it's like, oh my God, yo, that shit is the bomb, yo. I'm thinking about ordering some of that, but they don't deliver, so I would have to leave the house. You didn't become smack? I don't get that. But that's okay, you know, because I'm gonna let you ride with that comment, whatever that means. Yo, appreciate everybody stopping by, checking me out, chilling with me for a little while, and to view the current project that I'm working on. As you can see, like I said, I'm working my way from left to right. So yeah, her face does look a little bit more detailed than his, but it's a slow process. It'll start coming to life. But I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this painting. And stay tuned. Check me out next time to make sure you keep up with the progress on this. Yes, sir. Like I said, I got to work tomorrow, so it'll be a late stream tomorrow evening. Maybe right around this time, I'll just be starting at like 6:30 or 7 o'clock or something like that. I'll try to stream tomorrow evening. But until then, guys, yo, peace. Until next time.